Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Angel. Oh my goodness. I don't even know how to explain what went through my mind. It was just, every time I opened my eyes, it was just like I really see people seeing me. Some people were laughing, some people were just looking, and it was just a lot of overwhelming feelings. You know, like when I first did it, I had a covering over me, like my children were there and I felt safe and okay in my environment. But when it was just me, it was absolutely terrifying. You know, it was just a reminder that I'm really doing this, and it was scary. But I know as I continue to do it, it'll get easier. But it was a lot going through my mind, a lot of distractions. You know, my phone kept ringing, and it was just like I really couldn't focus. And like once I got up from surrendering to him, it was just like text messages, phone calls. It was just kind of overwhelming. But I just have to clear out some space for him. You know, like I've just been consumed in the world once again, like I always do, just doing everything that he's told me not to do. And this journey that I'm about to go on with him is going to be a very humbling experience because it's new for me and it's something I've never done. Trusting him with everything, my finances, my covering, you know, just me feeling safe. Like I was terrified, guys. It was just hard. And I uploaded the whole video. Like I didn't edit anything out for one because I don't really know how to edit, and for two, just because that's me. You know, I don't ever want you guys to think that anything that I'm doing is easy, because it's not. It's an absolute sacrifice to me and who I've built myself up to be in the world and the community. Like people know me, you know, like they know me, but they don't know me. You know, when I was alone and I was scared and crying and having these thoughts of suicide and just death, it was just him listening to me, him not leaving me. And I opened up the Bible and I was just reading Jeremiah, y'all. Like I ain't never. So my friend told me, you know, you got to open the Bible, you got to pray on what you want. And I asked him to show me what he wanted me to do. And when I tell you, he showed me what he wanted me to do, it was just, I'm gonna see if I find it. Bible. I read Jeremiah 24, I think. Yeah, Jeremiah 24. I read from 24 all the way to the end, and it was definitely for me. It wasn't my name, but it's my story, you know. And like all of these stories are connected, and I'm realizing that each story is a different version of my story. You know, just doing what he says. If not, there will be real consequences if I don't. And the consequences are like a mental thing, like a battle. Like I'm constantly battling what he said. You know, I'm trying to do everything after this. I'm like, once I get a job, then I'll be able to, you know, add him on to it. But what if this is my job? What if this is what I'm supposed to do? And this is the only thing in my thoughts that I haven't considered just doing full time, you know, just doing this for him and seeing where it goes. Like I have my own business and stuff like that, but like that ain't moving how I want it to either. But like I can't deny the power I felt the first day I did it, which was Sunday after I left church. I went right there to it, like just gotta go. So it was like I was really in it. No distractions. Like I really was just like, this is what I have to do, this is what I have to do. But I was distracted today, so it made it harder. But I'm realizing that I let myself get distracted by just anything and everybody, and it's nobody's fault, it's mine. It's just my comfort, you know. Just being around people is easier than just really giving myself to God. And what he wants me to do is just give myself to him, surrender to him, trust him, believe in him. And I do all those things. I really do. I truly do. But it's scary. But I'm realizing that if I don't do this, then there's nothing. There's nothing for me. There is really no amount of money that would make me happy. Like there's nothing. Since I did that Sunday, I had Monday, and then today's Tuesday. But that day, yesterday, it was a hard day. I woke up having all these thoughts about all these things that I have no really control over. Like, I just got this, I applied for Orkin, And I did everything, you know, like I did the job, but then it's like the background. I truly have such a background that it's truly impossible for me to get a good job. Like, I look like a drunk, weed smoking, eluding, just so many charges. And they're all just so fresh. Like, it's not the 7 years. So it's just like still under that, like, you know, that belly of just, I can't catch a break. Like, I really prayed on this job. I really wanted it. Like, I amped myself up. Like, I called my dad, had him pray for it. And like, this job still may be mine. But like, looking at all these charges, y'all, I'm not even gonna read them all because it's just like, that wasn't me. That's not the woman I want to be, and this job is either holding me to this or not. Like, I don't know. I don't work myself up into an anxiety attack, and now I'm stuck in my brain, unable to focus, unable to just be me. And I hate that feeling because it's just like, people in this world, they just hold you accountable for all the things that you've done. Just because I got caught everything I did doesn't mean that other people didn't do these same things that I did, but I got caught. And it's just following me everywhere I go, and it's just not fair. It's not fair because I didn't know. Well, I knew it was bad, but like, everybody else was doing it. I got caught. All the people I were hanging around, like, it was just these group of girls. And every time I was with these girls, like, we was just going to jail. But we was all stripping and dancing, so it's like we always had money to bond each other out. So I never even thought about the consequences of my actions. I never had time to just sit and think like, this is bad. You know, like, you won't be able to get a good job because of the shit you did. And it hurts me. It really hurts me because, like, wow, I really wanted that job, and I would have been a really hard worker. I would have came in on time, did what I had to do, get in there. I would have did it, but like, I'm realizing that's not for me because that's what I want. I'm asking God to do something, and he's already showed me what he wanted me to do. But I have these outside voices from other people telling me like, well, you should have a job because God wants you to have stability, blah, blah, blah. But he's not telling me that. He's telling me, when I do this, then I will be blessed. And that's hard. That's really hard for me. It's humbling. But I can't not do this, man, because I can't go back to working at McDonald's or Burger King. Nothing against those jobs, but it's just like, you work me so hard for so little money, and then I leave feeling so tired and just helpless because the way people talk to me, the way people look at me, it's just, I made mistakes. A lot of mistakes. Like a lot of mistakes. But like, I've changed, I've grown, I've evolved. And the only person that really sees me is him. Like, I have to praise him. I have to do this, even though it scares me. I'm so humbled right now, guys. Like, when I applied for the job, I didn't even think about my background. It was just like, you know, yeah, but like, no. It really was a hard pill to swallow. Like, dang. And then they got the fact that I have an ignition lock. Like, everything is on there. It's just like, they got my addresses just based off my social. It's just, they know too much about me, bro. And they don't even know me. It's just upsetting. Truly upsetting. Like, the job is still in God's hands. Like, maybe I could get the job. They could just forget all about that. But like, I feel defeated. And I know God wouldn't want me to feel like that. Like, it was just like, too sad. I was sad. No one was really listening to me in my sadness because it's just like, I know what to do. I know what my father said. I know what my dad said. But I also know what my father said, and I'm realizing, just reading Jeremiah 24 through 51, I believe, just what I'm supposed to do. That whole, I couldn't even stop reading. I planned on just listening to read the first page, but I had to keep going because I'm like, oh my gosh. And they was talking about, what is it? Incense, burning incense. Bro, I was smoking a Black & Mild. Tell me that's not an incense because I seen the smoke. It was just like, overwhelming. You're talking about me, like, drunkenness, being drunk. Like, I don't know if they was talking about the wine. I mean, I do know because I, you know, but like, it was a lot. It was like everything was directed towards me. Could show a little shame. Like, dang, how you know all this? because everything that I'm doing, my ancestors did this prior to me. And I can't do that to God. He's done so much for me. I'm this woman because of him. I have my YouTube channel. I have my business because of him. The world hates me. Like, the world hates me, and they see me as this one way, this one person, and God sees me in a completely different light. So today I choose him. Trusting him with my finances, with everything. Hard pill to swallow, but ain't no other way to do this, man. Like, this is a trap. This world is just a trap. Like, every time I think I'm like a little close to happiness, it's like somebody pulls around like, bitch, you get them into jail. You can't get a job either. Like, it's just devastating. And I know I can't go back to who I used to be. Like, I've done all these jobs, and all these jobs just work me so hard to the point where I don't even have time to go outside and play with my kids. I want to take this time to just learn me. Get to know him, do what he says, for sure do what he says, because I'm seeing that there's real consequences for what I don't do. It's my choice. So if I choose not to do this, or I choose to do this my way, then the gates won't open for me. I'll be left behind, and I can't do that to my kids because I know what he said. And I know what I have to do. Just making this video is just humbling. I've just been like getting off the making the video trail. It's just like, it's a lot. Like, just sitting in there, like, I done did my room work. I done changed my cornice a little bigger, so I don't feel so, like, you know, stuck in here. But like, just doing this, man. Like, how else? What else is there for me to do? What time is it? 3:13. Ooh, I gotta go get baby. Okay, so we're gonna end this video with a moment of silence, and we're starting now. Bye guys, until my next video.